are going to start a very important topic from lesson number 2, dimensional analysis. And we will discuss what is dimensional analysis and their applications. Then students, let us start. Okay students, then let us start. Number 1, dimensions of the physical quantities. You can see the nature of physical quantities is described by its dimension. First of all, we will read this para. All the physical quantities can be expressed in the terms of 7 base or fundamental quantities. We all very well know that there are 7 types of fundamental quantities: mass, length, time, temperature, etc. Raised to the some power. Students, for example, I am going to take an example. Suppose that an example, velocity. Unit of velocity is meter per second. Here you can see that the power of mass length is 1 and the power of second is -1. This quantity consists of 2 fundamental quantities, meter and second, but both of these two have different powers. Now consider the unit of acceleration. Unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Again we can see that the acceleration consists of 2 same fundamental quantities, length and time. In velocity and acceleration, both two quantities are available, length and time, but we can see they are differ in their powers. Hence, as we will move further, we will observe that same fundamental quantity will combine together to produce different derived quantities. Now see again here, we can see here next para. The dimension of physical quantities are the powers of or to extent to which the fundamental or base quantities are raised to be represent that quantity. Here in this line we can see that the dimension of a physical quantity are the powers. Here the dimension means the powers. For example, x cube means the dimension of x is 3. X to the power -2 means dimension of x is -2. T to the power 4 means dimension of t is 4. Then we can see powers are the dimension. Again we can see that x can be written as x into x into x. Here this x can be written as x into x into x, means the repetition of x is 3 times. It denotes that the dimension of x is 3. Dimension means repetition, the number of times that quantity is getting appear here. Now move further. Using the square bracket around a quantity means that we are dealing with the dimensions of the quantity. We will use a square bracket to represent these fundamental quantities. For example, L cube means L for length and cube for dimension, means dimension of length is 3. T to the power 1. T is the dimension of you can say T is the dimension formula of time and its power is 1. Its dimension is 1. Example, the dimension of volume of an object are L cube. As you all know very well that volume means length into breadth into height, LBH. Length is L, breadth is also length, because name is different but quantity is same. Breadth is also a length and height is also a length. Only for identification we are giving the different names: length, breadth, height. Length is a length, breadth is a length, and height is also a length. Here length is appearing 3 times, L, 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 and combining together it gives L cube. Means dimensional formula for volume is L cube. Same dimensional formula of force, MLT minus 2. MLT minus 2. From where it comes? MLT minus 2. You can see force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass for M, and acceleration, unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Then dimension formula of acceleration is LT minus 2. And combining these two you can get MLT minus 2. Dimension of energy are ML square T minus 2. Students, you know very well that work is a form of energy. Work is a form of energy. Work is equal to force into displacement. Force into displacement. We have the dimension formula of force. You can see here, we have the dimension formula of force and multiply it by the displacement. Displacement means length, L. And you will get L. Here one L is already exist, then L into L, L square. ML square T minus 2. Dimension formula of energy is ML square T minus 2. Dimensional quantities. Here, dimensional quantity is a physical quantity which has dimension, and I repeat again, dimension means power. For example, speed, acceleration, momentum, torque, etc. All these quantities have dimension means power. Again students, dimensionless quantity. Dimensional quantity is a physical quantity which has no dimension. For example, relative density. Relative density is a unitless quantity. Refractive index, you all have studied in class 10th, refractive index. Remember, refractive index is equal to speed of light in vacuum upon speed of light in medium. Both these two quantities are speed, and speed cancel out the speed. You will get dimensionless quantity, means M0, L0 and T0. This is 0, not 6. Again, dimensional constant. Dimensional constant is a constant which has dimension. For example, universal gravitational constant, you all know very well, you have studied in class 9th, capital G, universal gravitational constant. Planck constant, you will study in chemistry and physics also. Hubble constant, Stephen constant, Wien's constant, Boltzmann constant, universal gas constant, Faraday constant. All these constants are a constant which are universally constant, but these have a dimensional formula. These have a unit. Dimensionless constant. Dimensional constant is that constant which has no dimension. For example, 5. Here a very good example is pi. Pi is a constant, 22/7. This is a dimensionless quantity because these are no units. And simply we can say the quantities which have units are the dimensional constants. Now we are going to discuss dimensional formula and dimensional equation. Start. The expression which show how and which of the base quantity represent the dimensions of the physical quantity is called the dimensional formula of the given physical quantity. For example, dimensional formula of the volume is M0L3T0. From where it comes? Volume means length into breadth into height. Length is a length, breadth is a length, and height is a length. L means L cube. Here there is no availability of mass and time. In the dimension of volume there is no mass and time. Hence here the dimension of mass is 0 and dimension of time is 0. The dimension formula of speed or velocity is ml t minus g1, where in speed or velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Displacement for L, length, and time for t. Means in velocity only two quantities are here, displacement and time. Hence there is no need of mass. Mass has 0 dimension. Dimension formula for acceleration. Next come an equation obtained by equating physical quantity with its dimension formula is called dimensional equation of a physical quantity. I repeat again, an equation obtained by equating a physical quantity with its dimensional formula. Where we are equating physical quantity with dimension formula is called the dimensional equation of the physical quantity. For example, here V for volume and the dimension formula of volume is given. V for velocity, dimension formula of velocity is given. A for acceleration. Now we are going to discuss, there are so many quantities which have same dimensional formula. For example, impulse and momentum. Students, we will discuss the topic, this topic in next chapter, means in the chapter force and laws of motion. Impulse is the force into time. The formula of impulse is the force into time. And the formula of momentum is P is equal to mv, mass into velocity. You have studied in class 9 momentum. If you will obtain the dimension formula of impulse and momentum, these two will be same. Hence there are so many quantities which are the same dimensional formula. Work, energy, torque, moment of force. Work, you have all studied very well. Work is a form of energy, and the quantities whose for, we can say, for the same quantity the dimension formula will be same. For example, kinetic energy and potential energy. These two are the energy, only their forms are different. Kinetic energy is different form of energy and potential energy is different form. But these two things are energy, hence the dimension formula of these two will be same, because these both are the same quantity, only their forms are different. Angular momentum, Planck's constant, there are so many examples, you can write down, students. These have same dimension formula. Now you can see dimension formula for the physical quantity often used in the physics are given at the end. We will get this all the formula in the last page. Now students, the main point of discussion is the what is the need to write the dimension formula. Hence we are going to discuss the applications of dimensional formula. Number 1, dimension analysis is a tool to find or check the relation among the physical quantity by using their dimension. We can check the relations among the different physical quantities. You can see here, when magnitudes of two or more physical quantities are multiplied, their units should be treated in the same manner as the ordinary algebraic expression. Here there is no special mathematics, only we are simply using ordinary algebra. We can cancel identical units in the numerator and denominator. Suppose if length and length, suppose in numerator there is a length and in denominator there is a length, we can cancel out. Similarly, physical quantities represented by the symbols on the both sides of the mathematical equation must have the same dimensions. Means, suppose you have two sides, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Then the quantities appearing on the both sides should have the same direction. Suppose here length has a dimension of A and the right side length has a dimension of B. Then we will say A should be equal to the B. If two dimension formula are equal, then their powers will be the same. Suppose L to the power P, T to the power Q, and in the right side L to the power A and T to the power B. Then we will say P is equal to A, because according to this statement, the both side of the length should have the same power, same dimension. P should be equal to A and Q should be equal to the B. Next line, dimension analysis can be used. Number 1, our first application is to check the dimensional consistency of the equation, and here we will discuss the principle of homogeneity of the dimension. Dimension analysis we will use to check the dimensional consistency. Dimensional consistency means, students, we can check that the given formula is correct or incorrect. Suppose I am giving you any formula and I am asking you to check that this formula is correct or incorrect, then you can check this formula, correctivity of formula using a dimensional analysis. And here a new name is appearing, the principle of homogeneity. What is the principle of homogeneity? Principle of homogeneity means, suppose I have X in left hand side and Y is in the right hand side. Then principle of homogeneity says that if two quantities are equal, or if two terms are equal, suppose X is equal to Y, then these two things are same quantity. If X is mass, then Y should also be a mass. You cannot compare mass is equal to length. You cannot write mass is equal to, only mass will be equal to the mass, length will be equal to the length, time will be equal to the time. If X is time, then Y is also time. This is the principle of homogeneity. Suppose if you are writing X plus Y, suppose you are writing X plus Y, then if two quantities are adding up, then if X is the time, then Y should also be time, because same quantity can be added up only. You cannot add time with the mass, you cannot add time with the temperature. If X is the mass, then Y should also be mass, because we can add mass into mass, time into time, temperature into temperature. We cannot add different fundamental quantities together, or we can also not subtract them. Means only same quantities can be equated, same quantities can be added up or subtracted. Okay students, then let us start to discuss our first application to check the consistency of equation. I said the consistency of equation means both sides of the equation should be same in the quantities, or you can say the both sides should have same dimensional formula. Number 2 application is to convert the units in one system into another. Here we can convert units into one system into another. For example, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. You can write 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter means meter is one system of unit and centimeter is the different system of unit. This is a very simple conversion, but suppose you want to convert 1 joule into arc, 1 joule into arc, then using the dimension formula we can easily convert 1 joule into the arc. Next, to derive the relation between the physical quantity based on the certain reasonable assumptions. Here students, we can derive the relation between quantities if we know that any given particular quantity depends on the how many different quantities. Then students, let us start with our first application, checking the dimensional consistency of equation.